What's it all about then? That's not a great start to a video, is it? It is Easter, ladies and gentlemen, and if you're watching this at Easter, congratulations. If you're not watching it Easter, because this stays up on YouTube ad infinitum, then you'll have just to wait until Easter comes around again, I'm afraid. Do please subscribe by pressing that button at the bottom right of your screen, that sort of FB logo type thing. That is the button that will bring you joy today. Press that and think happy thoughts. There's also a red subscribe button as well somewhere on the page, but you can press whatever you like, really. Who am I to judge? So, Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. Why? Oh, we're in Somerset. That's nice. Why on earth do we eat chocolate eggs at Easter? Now, many of you well-informed young people, and I say young in the not exactly strictest sense, because apparently my viewing demographic is mostly over 40s, but you know, if you feel young inside, then it's all right. So, chocolate Easter eggs. Why do we eat chocolate Easter eggs? And it's very simple, really. Why is there an Easter bunny? Since a bunny, amazingly enough, you might know this as well, bunnies don't lay eggs. They actually lay babies. Extraordinary. So bunnies lay babies, not chocolate eggs. So why on earth do we have an Easter bunny? And why do we eat chocolate eggs at Easter? Well, simply put, paganism. That's it. Paganism. It all stems from pagan festivals of this, that or the other, with bunny rabbits and whatnot. And then the Christians came along and sort of thought, well, actually, we'll have a bit of that action. And so they had, eggs. And there are actually some religious connotations to eggs as well. But eggs, symbolic of new life, Jesus dying, resurrecting, therefore new life of an egg. It's an interesting bit of symbolism, and you can see exactly how it comes from paganism. Do you think he's bald because he's got a convertible, or he's got a convertible because he's bald? I think that is one of the great convertible questions, isn't it? I mean, if you're too tall, then obviously the wind blows your hair off. But then again, if you haven't any hair in the first place, then a bit like having a small, you know, you buy a convertible. Of course, if you've got a massive schlong, then you get a motorbike. Tra-la! So, eggs are Christian symbols. Rabbits, or rather, eggs aren't Christian symbols, but they have the new life symbolism. And I think, actually, eggs, because, well, you know how at Lent, the beginning of Lent, you have Pancake Day. And originally those weren't like sweet pancakes, those were like whatever you could throw in a dish pancakes. Which meant that you used up all your eggs, because you're about to start your fasting period, symbolic of, you know, Jesus is fasting in the desert for 40 days, for whatever. So you do 40 days of fasting. That's Lent. So eat all your eggs, hence no eggs. And then, I don't know where I'm going, but I think we'll go straight on. Used up all your eggs, therefore you don't have eggs in the build-up to Easter. Therefore, when Easter is over, you can have eggs again. So they celebrated and had lots of eggs. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the story of why you have eggs at Easter. But, I ask you, no, you ask, I hear you asking from afar, very far, why chocolate ones? Oh, that's a very good question. And I don't know, except that obviously if you've kept your eggs, you know, because hens carry on laying, hens, not rabbits, hens carry on laying eggs even during Lent, because they don't know it's Lent, so they keep laying even though you can't eat them, and that's fine. But since you can't eat them, that means that they go off, and if your eggs are going off and you can't eat them, you've got to do something else with them. So in the, I'm going to go 17th century, but I might be out. Europeans thought, well, this is a waste of eggs, and so they started decorating them. And actually it was, I think, quite a Victorian thing as well, a good bit of egg decoration going on. They used to paint your eggs. You probably hard boil them first or something, just so they don't really smell or something. But they loved a good egg painting session. So all those eggs that you've saved up over the period when you can't eat eggs, you then paint, and they become decorative. Cue the chocolatiers. Well, as chocolate became a thing, which I don't know when chocolate became a thing really. Let's stick with the same period, 1700s onwards. When was Fabergé? As in a Fabergé egg? Don't know. Someone tell me about that in the comments below. So Fabergé eggs as well. But chocolatiers then realised that this was a bit of a winner here, because you can suddenly have chocolate, because it's the end of Lent, and eggs have become this sort of symbol both of Christianity and of new life and of nice decorative things. So they start decorating chocolate eggs. And initially, of course, they're quite basic, but soon moulds are developed, and you get you can make hollow eggs, and then you can put stuff in hollow eggs. So there you go, that's why we have chocolate eggs at Easter. That doesn't, of course, answer why you have bunnies laying them, because that's just not right. I feel quite sorry for the poor bunny, to be honest. Not only has it got to lay babies, it's now got to lay some chocolate eggs all over the place. Oh, this is a nasty corner. Rabbits, well, this is, I think, where paganism comes in again, hence the rabbits. I think there is a pagan goddess who was very rabbit orientated, and so I think she got brought in, sort of pagan goddess of fertility or something, quite sort of something along those lines. And then, of course, you got a combination of the two things, rabbits and eggs, chocolate or otherwise. And there, in a nutshell, you have Easter. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That was your lesson on Easter. Totally useless information, but you can amaze your friends and family whilst you nibble on an egg or two. I am somewhat partial to an egg. Oh, it's a petting zoo. Oh, had little lambs. Wonder if they're going to be eaten on Sunday. Easter lamb, there you go, that's another thing. Good traditional food. Why don't you have Easter lamb on Sundays? Now, some of you will be able to answer that. Why lamb, ladies and gentlemen? What is it that lamb is symbolic of? Ooh, and we're talking Christianity again, I'm afraid. Why lamb? Well, I'll tell you, it's because one of Jesus's titles, amongst his many titles, was Lamb of God, because he was the sacrificial lamb for human sin, I believe. So he represents the lamb sacrificed at Easter. So we therefore have lamb at Easter. Jesus wasn't roasted, mind you, with potatoes and things like that. But, you know, things modernised, don't you? And you can't have a roast without roast potatoes. Even if Jesus wouldn't have approved. In fact, I'm pretty sure he would have loved a roast potato. He definitely seems like the sort of chap who would like a roast potato.